Conference on ABC.
And you're still watching the SEC on ABC, presented by Burger King. Today from the Palace on the Prairie, Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. The conference opener for two ranked teams, number 22 Auburn and number 11 Oklahoma. One of only 3 games this weekend matching ranked opponents. A homecoming for Jackson Arnold. For the previous 2 seasons, he was a quarterback at Oklahoma. He was their starter for most of last year, but he went in the transfer portal and is off to a terrific start at Auburn. His successor is John Mateer. The Washington State transfer has really been the talk of college football, off to the Oklahoma 3-0 start, and he has become a leading contender to win the Heisman Trophy. In fact, in most of the services that handicap that sort of thing, he is the favorite. Hoping to join a long list of Oklahoma royalty that has won the Heisman Trophy. Sooners about to take the field in front of the 162nd consecutive sellout in this great venue, dating all the way back to 1999. Off to a 3-0 start, the headline victory, one of the biggest for any team in the country so far this season. A Week 2 win over Michigan here at the Palace. And he was tremendous in that game against the Wolverines. Coach Brent Venables hoping his offense starts more briskly than the Sooner Schooner, having a little trouble getting out of the gates. And here it comes, one of the great traditions in college football. And after a losing season last year, 6-7 campaign, second of the last 3 years for Oklahoma, these fans believe their team is much better this season. We welcome you to the All-State Kickoff. Sean McDonough along with Greg McElroy. In fact, both of these teams coming off losing seasons, each 3-0 so far this year. And it feels like in this conference, if you're going to have the season you hope to have, this is the kind of game you need to win. Both quarterbacks have been terrific. In the case of John Mateer, what makes him so great?
He is so good when a play breaks down. I think he's probably the best in college football through the first 3 weeks. Just when the defense calls the perfect play and everything's covered, you think they won, he breaks contain and turns something magical into the play. He's been terrific all throughout. He's so competitive, and he'll be up against a terrific pass rush today for the Auburn Tigers.
He's been perhaps the best player in college football so far this year. He's the successor of Jackson Arnold. Jackson had a tough year here last year, was not a very good team around him on offense. The coaches hoped that he would stay and compete with a transfer portal quarterback to keep the job as the Sooner signal caller. He decided to leave before he knew Mateer was coming here, and Hugh Freeze is delighted to have Arnold.
And he's still a very talented young man. At this point of his development, though, it's his legs that make him very difficult to defend. He is really good and broke down Baylor just a few weeks ago. 137 yards on the ground in that game, so you got to be mindful of him taking off at any point and creating explosives in the run game.
Here's Molly McGrath down on the sideline with Auburn coach Hugh Freeze.
Coach, what kind of emotions have you seen from your quarterback Jackson Arnold today ahead of facing his former team?
He's mature, flat line, focused, ready to execute each given play to the best of his ability. He's in a good spot.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Absolutely.
Sean.
He was not the starter for Oklahoma last year when these two teams met at Auburn. He had been benched the week before. This is the 4th meeting all time. Oklahoma won that game, the loveliest village on the plains, last year. Auburn had a late lead, but Oklahoma scored the last 17 points of the game in the final 8.5 minutes. The other 2 Oklahoma wins in this rivalry were in Sugar Bowls after their 2016 and 1971 seasons. This is the All-State Kickoff. Oklahoma won the toss and deferred, so Hugh Freeze elected to receive the opening kickoff with a very dangerous Rayshawn Pleasant back deep. 3 career kickoff returns for a touchdown. 1 in their opener. Very impressive win at Baylor. That came in the 3rd quarter. He had 2 last year for Tulane. Tate Sandell kicks off. Temperature near 90 degrees. Just outside of Oklahoma City. Very little breeze to speak of as the left-footed Sandell gets this one underway. It's returnable from the 6 for Pleasant. They got a hit shy of the 20 and lunged forward near the 24.